Then next we have Star Wars Journey to Batuu. Dag Dag. You ready the title? Let's get right to it. 3 categories. Green, get it. Orange, consider it. 3, Dag Dag it. You already know I'm a game player, so I'm probably going to be a little biased. I mean, we already know the base game's going to be, you got to get it. You have to have the base game in order to play the game. For Snowy Escape, I say let's consider it because it's got some fun gameplay. World's cool. You can go snowboarding. You can go skiing. And there's also some cool little family interactions too with little toddlers. They can go sledding and stuff. I think that's cute. I'll say let's get it. Snowy Escape, you know, get it. Just get it. Cottage living, we already know. Get that. I mean, the world, all the gameplay features, the cast is cute. Build and buy is great. I mean, I have no complaints with it. So I say get it, especially if you want extra gameplay features. Outdoor retreats, not my favorite, but definitely consider it because I think you get some extra gameplay with that as well. The campfires, the world, you can go on vacations there. I would say consider it just in case you just need an extra bit of gameplay. Spa day, that's my jammy jam. Pedicures, manicures, the build and buy, the cast is cool. Dine out, let's go ahead and say consider it only because, I mean, gameplay features there. I mean, you can go to restaurants, you can own restaurants, it's there. For someone that wants to buy this pack, if it's on discount, sure, get it. But if it's not, consider it. Let's get vampires. I'm not an occult player whatsoever, but I definitely would say, I mean, it's got the gameplay there. The gameplay's there, the features are there. Even if you don't play with occults, it's still fun to try out from time to time. I would get it. You know we got to get Parenthood, because Parenthood is definitely a game pack that you can't really play the game without. Like if you only had base game and you had maybe seasons and eco lifestyle, I would say that should be one of the first packs you get, especially if you really like the generational gameplay or if you really like playing with families. I would say definitely put Parenthood up there and get it. Jungle Adventure. I know it has gameplay, it has its own storyline. I've just never played the storyline yet, and I never use anything from the cast or the build and buy, but a lot of people rave about it, and I still haven't given it a chance. It doesn't fit my style of gameplay or the way I build. If I do decide to build, I gotta give it a Dag Dag, y'all. It gets the Dag Dag treatment. I hate to say it, a lot of people love Strangerville. I haven't went through the whole storyline with Strangerville, but because it has great gameplay features, lovely world, I mean, I can rock with the cast, I can rock with the build and buy. And I do love the strange fruit, so I do like being able to turn my Sims into little zombies or whatever from time to time. So I would say get Strangerville. Like I said, it's one of those packs that's not going to be on my top, but in regards to just throwing it in there on a tier where you need to get it, consider it, or Dag Dag it, I would say get it. Then next we have Star Wars Journey to Batuu. And then there's Get to Work. Get to Work is definitely the first expansion pack ever released for the Sims 4 franchise. I like it. I don't like the world, but I love the careers. I'm a huge fan of the detective career. Don't really rock with the cast too much, but I do like the build and buy items. So let's go with Get It. Realm of Magic is one of those occults, again, I don't really rock with, but I do love adding that into my gameplay, especially when I'm creating legacy families, because it's nice to be able to switch up on some of the generations. So I would say consider it, especially if you just need some extra boost in gameplay. Next up is Dream Home Decorator. I would say consider it only because I think it's really cool to be able to go and decorate your homes, and I love the build and buy. Up next is Luxury Party Stuff. Only time I think I use this pack if I need like a nice little outfit for a party or maybe a wedding or something like that. So let's go ahead and consider it. Perfect Patio is kind of like one of those cast and build and buy packs where you can live with it or live without it. I mean, it is nice to have extra outdoor stuff, but I mean, you can kind of get away with just having the base game outdoor stuff. I'm a Dag Dag Perfect Patio. I don't think we need it too much. But cool kitchen though. We'll consider it because I like being able to add the extra little ice cream machine in there, and I think that's kind of cool that they have different types of flavors of ice cream. You know what? I can live without that too, though. I can, let's Dag Dag that too, because I can live without Cool Kitchen. Even though I like the ice cream joint, I can live without it. You know what? Spooky stuff is starting to really get on to me now. I'm really starting to like the spooky stuff. I really like the pumpkin carving stations. That's starting to rub off on me a little bit. Let's consider it. Movie Hangout, though? That gets it. You gotta get Movie Hangout. Movies, movie posters, popcorn machine. I love Movie Hangout. The big old TV, outdoor TV joints. Get it. Romantic Garden I never really explored too much with. We'll dag it, but I would say consider it only because I think a lot of people are builders and they love the landscape and stuff, and that would be perfect for you, so I would get it or consider it. But for me, for my purposes, I never use that pack, so I would dag it. Now, kid stuff is a given. Anytime a pack's gonna give you extra stuff for anything relating to kids, you gotta get it, because I mean, anything from clutter beds, bedroom stuff, games, whatever it is, attire, clothes. So we're gonna get it. I know I gave patio a dag. Honestly, the backyard stuff though, I can rock with the backyard stuff. I like having extra activities for my Sims, so we'll consider that one. It's only $10, guys. I mean, what is that? That's one trip to Starbucks. You can get you a nice little caramel macchiato for like $10. So I mean, just save your money and get it. All right, and this one right here is Get Together. Y'all gonna hate me for this one. I know y'all be rocking with the Windenburg. I know y'all like the club system. I know y'all love the World Windenburg. I just said that, but I'm gonna say it twice. I never go to the World. I never use the club system, which I probably should. And the DJ thing is crippled because you can't even treat the DJ thing as a career. And I don't even know the difference between hiring a DJ and hiring a headline DJ. They the same. To me, they are. Let's consider it. We'll consider it. We'll just consider it, all right? I'm going to be nice and consider it. The butler stuff is in the vintage glamour stuff, and that has some really nice modern items as well. I use a lot of that stuff, like the end tables and the nightstands and stuff. The only thing that I don't use in that pack is the butler. If you have a maid in there plus a butler and you have Get Famous, I think it's a great overall combination of things. So let's consider that one. I do like the bowling pack. I mean, you can create bowling alleys. If you have dine out, you can create like a restaurant attached to a bowling alley. You can have a club that has a bowling alley in there, or a combination of all three. So it's kind of cool. Definitely going to consider the fitness stuff, only because, I mean, I do like the extra equipment that you get for the exercise stuff. And then I do like the cast items. Cast items are superb. I would definitely throw this in to Get It. Again, toddler stuff is just another stuff pack that you definitely need, especially if you like gameplay and you just need extra stuff for your toddlers or even your kids. Laundry Day, when it's working, I say consider it. Only because it just gives you a little bit more game, like lots of realism too. It gives you a little bit more gameplay, but also, even if you don't want to use it for gameplay purposes, you can just use it for decor. Like, it's nice to have a laundry room in your builds and stuff like that. So it just adds a little bit more realism to your game. I'm not gonna lie now, I was gonna dag my first pet stuff. It's been dear to my heart lately. I love that rabbit rodent fever death. It adds so much gameplay. I just realized that when your sim gets sick from having rabbit rodent fever, it's contagious. So it can spread within the household and get other people sick. It's a long process of like getting better and stuff. I love it. I say get that one, consider it. You know what? We're moving it to Get It. It's always nice to have a little hamster, here and there, a little rodent in especially, like I said, if you like gameplay, it's gonna add extra because you can be able to get little hamsters and stuff. Mosquito pack, definitely gotta say get that one because cast is okay, but I definitely love that photography career, and I just love having the extra tripod, being able to take like group photos and all that good stuff, having like a photo studio set up. So if you have if you're having gameplay and you just want just to have a sim that's a photographer, and or having somebody that can take good photos and set up the tripod and all that, and you can create stories around it. I say get that pack. It's nice. It was a great introduction. I think this stuff pack was a great introduction to giving us careers within a stuff pack. I never thought that you can even do a career within a stuff pack, and this was a great introduction to it. I think you should also get is there's a career in paranormal as well, which also gets it. Love paranormal, cast, build and buy, gameplay. It's great. I love the trailer. I remember when it first came out, how stoked everybody was. I was super stoked. Pac-Man. Johnny Depp. Okay. Also Science. I mean, Tiny Living. What is there to complain about? Build and buy is great. And if you want to build a tiny home, I mean, all those items are perfect. Or if you just need a little small desk because you got just a little bit of space, you can always rely on Tiny Living. And you get a death animation. You know I love my death animations, right? I think this is Death by Murphy bed. So if you haven't experienced a Death by Murphy bed, you should check it out, try it out. So be careful of those Murphy beds. Nifty knitting. Now, I would Dag Dag this one. Only because we do need some extra gameplay features that I think elders could definitely use. So having this stuff pack is nice because then you can kind of create I love the rocking chairs. I love having rocking chairs in my builds as well. So let's consider it, especially if you just want a little extra gameplay, but you love the build items. The cast is cool and cute too. And it gives your Sims a little hobby to do. They can knit little beanies and stuff like that. You can create a little Grim Reaper doll. City Living. You know what? Let's save City Living for last. Because that's my jammy. You know what? Y'all already know how I feel about City Living. Go on, get it. Y'all already know how I feel about San Myshuno. You know how I feel about the city life, the festivals, learning new recipes, karaoke. I'm all about it, And no, this video is not sponsored by San Myshuno at all.
Zablo, Bimbo Reboot. Zabalay, Zabalo, Zabalo, oh, Zabalay, Zabalo, oh.
Dag Dag. Cats and dogs. I'm gonna be honest with you. 2 years ago, when I did my very first top whatever, I think it was top 10 expansion packs, I ranked pets and dogs. I rank cats and dogs so low. I think I had it at like 8. Now, get it. Those little cats and dogs, those cats and those little dogs, they rub off on you now. I have a cat or a dog in almost at least one generation or two in all my legacy families now will have a pet. And I get all attached to the pets too now. So cats and dogs rubbed on me. It took a year or two. I like all those small little details that you get from the gameplay. And of course, we have seasons. This is a given. Without it's just hard to really enjoy the game if you don't have seasons. Like, it's nice to be able to have the summer and to have winter. But the only thing that's annoying is you do get quite a bit of events and holidays that you might have to exit out all the time because you do get a lot throughout the week. But the beauty of that is you can cancel a lot of those holidays so it never shows up, or you can even add additional holidays. So having seasons is definitely one of those you gotta have. It's just an obvious, because without it, it just makes the game a little lackluster, a little dull. Get Famous. Y'all already know how I feel about Get Famous too. You know I love the acting career. Only thing I don't like is Del Sol Valley. I wish that the pre-made builds were a little bit better, but it's always nice just to go to the gallery and just update it. Just upgrade the lots and then you should be fine. Like, I love the acting career. I love the celebrity perks. It's just a great pack, and it adds a little bit of extra gameplay, especially when you're doing legacy family stuff. Like, it's kind of nice to know, like, you might have a celebrity in your family, but your aunt or your nephew can't even talk to them because they're on a different celebrity status. That's kind of cool. I like it. It's fun. A lot of people don't like Get Famous, but I like it. Like I said, I love going to work with my Sims, so being able to go to work to be an actor is kind of cool, and just to see how they do the movies and stuff, it's fun. And you get like awards and stuff like that. So this is compatible with other packs. Say you have a famous writer and stuff like that. You can get famous off your career. Definitely get it. All right, and here's Island Living. Now, typically, if you asked me 2 years ago, I would have Dag Dagged it. Only because, yes, the world is beautiful. And I have so much more to explore with this pack because I don't really use mermaids. I don't do the odd jobs. And I honestly never go to the world. I know you can. There's a lot of culture in this pack as well that I should be exploring, and I just haven't. The only time I go to this world is if I want to do a beach wedding. But now that we have Tartosa, you would think that I would go to that world and do a beach wedding. But I still go to Sulani for a wedding here and there. So we won't Dag Dag it, but we'll definitely consider it. Discover University, one of the hardest. Okay, so this is like an example of playing Madden in all Madden mode. Is when you try to graduate college. Hard, but it's hard, but it's definitely doable. And it adds so much gameplay, but I don't know why I wouldn't get it. I don't know why I'm putting it in consider it. That's the thing. Let's get it. I think we should get it. Yeah, let's get it. Eco Lifestyle. Now, let's just say you only got the base game and you needed something for more gameplay and all that good stuff, and you're torn between seasons, maybe Eco Lifestyle or whatever. I would say maybe get Eco Lifestyle because Eco Lifestyle gives you the apartment living, gives you a new world, tons of gameplay. It even gives you gameplay where the environment can affect your way you play the game. So you get seasons, apartment life, and all kinds of stuff all in one pack. So I would say get this pack if you only have the base game. But say you already have a bunch of other packs and stuff, and this is kind of one of those ones that you just been lingering to get, I would say consider it. But for me personally, let's get it because I like that little fizz juicer machine thing, and I like the... No, let's don't get it. So I'm going to say let's consider it. I do like some of the gameplay features. I mean, they did a great job on some of the gameplay stuff. Could have did better with the world. They could have done a little bit better with the apartment stuff. Like, I don't even think the balconies are even playable. I don't think you can even add stuff to the balconies. So you kind of crippled the apartment stuff a little bit. I mean, for what it is, they do have some really good gameplay. So I'll say consider it. High school years, I know everybody is on the fence with this one. It's a 50-50. Some might tell you to get it. Some people might tell you to Dag Dag it. And then there might be a few people in between to say maybe consider it. I definitely like generational gameplay, so this is just going to add to my story. The pack could have been better, for sure. I would consider it. Only because it adds so much great gameplay to your game, especially if you want to, do the whole generational thing. But I wish it was more compatible with some of the other packs. That's the only issue. It's not as compatible as you would think it would be. All right, and then we got Werewolves. I would say get it. This was a solid pack. I don't do occult, and there's 2 occults in my get it tier. Werewolves, to me, in my opinion, considering I don't do occults, it's a pretty solid pack. I mean, the world is actually pretty good. The cast is great. And build and buy is actually pretty good. I can create homeless sims with some of the cast items. It's great. I would say get this pack. Explore it a little bit. And it's fun. I'd say it's a fun pack. I ain't gonna lie. It's a fun pack. Obviously, you want to get the holiday pack if they still have it available for you. I mean, it's free. And you get a couple cool things like a guitar and all that good stuff. I think it's like a little guitar or whatever. Get it. I mean, it's free and it's fun. And who doesn't want free items, right? So, boom. My wedding stories. I'm going to throw it in the Dag Dag column only because it's still a very sensitive... I feel like my wedding stories is still a little... I still sense some trauma from my wedding stories. There's everybody nodding their outfits coming through to the wedding. All right.
From?
All right. Hold on. I thought it'd be music. Where's the ring bearer and the officiant at? I thought I assigned them. They're like nowhere to be found. Wait, hold on, time out. Wait, is this the I was at the wrong place, y'all. This is the wedding joint. Here's where I'm supposed to be, I think. Wow, that's where everybody's at. Dang, what was I doing? Here's where the party's at. I don't think it works in its entirety yet. I don't think it works 100%. It's hard. I mean, I think you really have to sit down and do a tutorial to see what works and how to do certain things, because you have to really understand the features that comes with having a wedding, because there's a lot of things that go into like figuring out how to send a sim down the aisle and how to do this. It's still a little glitchy, and I would say consider it if you just really want like some extra features. Like I really honestly think the create a sims features are great for this. The the new gowns and the new attire is just fun. It's really good. Being able to bake the wedding cakes is cool, and having new accessories is nice. So if this came out as like a stuff pack but just didn't have the wedding animations and the wedding game features, this would have been a solid like stuff pack with just a bunch of like build and buy stuff and a bunch of create a sim stuff. But as far as gameplay, woo! I will say this though, the world is actually kind of cute. Kudos, big shout out to how they made the world. Tartos is really nice. All right, moving on to the kits. We got 16 kits. Isn't that crazy? Just under 1 year, we've gotten 16 kits. The first 3 kits came out back in March of 2021. So I just lied to you there. It's hard to believe, as we're in a new year, that kits have been out since March of 2021. And we already have 16 of them. So it's going to be just about 2 years of having kits. And I don't think they're slowing down on giving us new kits. With that being said, let's go ahead and get through these 16 kits. I'm going to say throwback kits is a get it for me, because I like that urban look. I like that retro look. And this is the only, honestly, this is probably the only pack that kind of represents my childhood / maybe the 90s. So I love rocking the shoes. I love rocking the hat and like some of the little full on jogger outfits. I think it's great. I mean, I love it. A lot of people, this is probably everybody's least favorite joint, but it's my joint. I love it. So throwback fit definitely gets a get it for me. And Buster Dust kit, when it's working, I would get it only because, again, I mean, it's more gameplay. I mean, you got to vacuum the house now. If you got to vacuum up in there, you got to vacuum now. Those dust bunnies will not let down. They keep coming and going. So you got to keep the place sparkly clean. Now, it does annoy me that they do the sniff thing in every room they go into. If they can minimize the amount of times that my sim go in and sniff a room, I'd be happy. Ooh, that gives me a really, just now that I say that, I have my new Sims 4 skit. It's going to be me walking around sniffing in every room. I'm glad I'm doing this right now.
Oh, chuncha.
Dag Dag. And then up next is Country Kitchen. I'm a dag that one only because that's just not my style, and I don't think I would ever really use it. But I would say consider it because it definitely goes great with Cottage Living. I think Cottage Living and that pack could probably work together. Up next is Courtyard Oasis. Now, these are a lot of niched kits, and I'm not a builder, so unfortunately, I'm either going to consider or I'm going to dag. And this pack, I never really use it at all, or I don't use any. Oh, I do use some of the wallpaper, though. I take that back. I do use some of the wallpaper. I would say I'm a dag it. I'm a dag it. You know, it reminds me of Oasis Springs, something that you can, kind of tie in with Oasis Springs, but I never use this pack, so I'm a dag it. Industrial Loft. Y'all remember when we didn't get that window? The Sims community was on flames, bruh. That was crazy. They did like this little thing talking about they're gonna be a little this like industrial window joint, and it wasn't in that kit. People went crazy. I would say get that pack though, because I love that industrial look. I love modern. So if I could put both those in there together, we in there like swimwear, and I can create a nice little loft, like a nice little New York style loft. I would say definitely get this kit if you got like $4.99 laying around. Get it. Boom. And now we got Fashion Street kit. This is a nice little kit. I mean, if you need some more cast items that's actually kind of nice, nicely done, I'll say consider it. That's actually not a bad pack. Same with this kit. I really love this kit too. This kit was released right when Fashion Street kit released. I think these two kits are great to have in your collection if you just need more creative sim stuff. Bloomin' Rooms. I remember when this one came out too. Everybody was so stoked. I'm gonna get it because you can never go wrong with plants. I'm not even a big builder like that, but I just love this kit because there's so many great, awesome plant items that you can put into your builds. Modern's Menwear. Now, this kit here might be, it's a little too modern for me, but I think it could probably fit in some people's styles. But for me, I'm a Dag Dag it because that's one of the kits that I just don't really use. But I'm glad that we have it because now it just shows a little bit more diversity in menswear. Now, however, I would like some more additional menswear coming in the near future. That could be awesome, I think. And then Carnival Streetwear. I can rock with Carnival Streetwear. I would consider it. I could put some of the cast items on some of my Sims. There's a few items that's actually pretty cool. Actually, who am I kidding? I'm lying. Let me just do that one again. I don't really use the Carnival Streetwear too much, but I would Dag Dag it. But then I realized that some of my Sims, some of my generational Sims, I actually have some stuff from the cast on some of my Sims. And it actually looks good. So I'm going to consider that one. Decor to the max. I was kind of stoked when it first came out, and now that it's out, I never use it, so I might just Dag Dag that one. I'm a Dag Dag that one. Moonlight Chic. I totally forgot about this one. Let's consider the Moonlight Chic. That one's a good one. And Little Campers Kit. Now, this one's really nice because, again, we want more items for our in-game play for our kids, right? So, I love it. I love that little outdoor cinema screen thing that you can get in there, too. I love it. Great kit. And we got First Fits Kit. I ain't gonna lie, I would get this one, too. I mean, I love those boots, man. I don't know if y'all seen me do the review, but I rave so much about those freaking boots, man. I love the boots. I love the jogger setup, the sweats. Great kit for the price, $4.99. I would get it. Desert Luxe Kit. I would say consider it, but I got it for free. So anything free for me is always going to be in the green tier. Because I was a happy day being able to download a free kit. Everyday Clutter Kit it's nice. I would consider it if you need extra clutter stuff. It's not a bad pack whatsoever. A lot of people wanted it, so I think a lot of people were hyped about it. But it's just something that I would consider. And here's the last one, the one that I always butcher the name. Pastel Pop Kit. And this one's actually kind of cool. I would consider it. There's a really cool computer that you can use, and the colors are just beautiful. I actually put some of these wallpapers and tiles actually in some of the teenager rooms if I don't want to use in my high school years ones. And it's really nice. I would get it, or at least consider it, for sure. And that, my friends, is my top ranking of all the Sims 4 packs that we have currently out right now. There are 61, including the base game, downloadable content for The Sims 4. And we ranked all of them. Till next time, I'll see you when I see you. Dag Dag.